Hello, everyone. Sorry I'm not here this week, but don't worry, you're not going to miss anything important because I'm kind of here with you in spirit, okay? We're starting a new unit and I realize that, so what I'm gonna do in this video is just to open up the lesson, so you know what to expect, you know how to take the notes, and you know what to do for today. And on Thursday when I see you, or Wednesday or Friday when I see you, when I don't see you, but you'll know what to do because I'll have the instructions for you. I've shared the sub notes with you as well as with the sub, so I think you're in really good hands. If you still have questions, please message me. I'll be available to you. Okay. Now we're gonna start with 10.2 statistics, graphical representation. Our hope is from this unit, from this section, you learn different ways to represent data and to analyze data, to talk about data. And then in the end, you'll have a project in which you will have to analyze your own data, a set of data that we provide to you, okay? So hopefully you'll have a good time. But yeah, you'll have a project at the end. So make sure you know how to do all these skills. Now, what I'm going to do first is going to explain to you what to expect, and then you're going to take your own notes today. Of course, I'm going to provide you with my transcript, but it's really important that you actually look in the textbook and actually write the notes yourself. There's a lot of vocabulary involved, and that's why there's vocabulary section. I want you to know the difference between individuals and types of variables. Types of variables, there's two different, categorical and quantitative. And I think I'll write a few things so you can actually fill in the blanks later. Of course, when you look at the textbook, use a textbook when you're doing your notes, please. You're looking at 10.2. And I know what's really cool about this is that you never really use a textbook because I always do the notes with you, right? So this is a good experience for all of us, okay? Categorical, I want you to remember that you'll find out what categorical data is, but you're going to know that categorical data cannot be done on calculator. Cannot be done on calculator. I'm not going to say much more, okay? It has to be done on a spreadsheet, so we're going to use numbers. Okay, spreadsheet. You have to use a spreadsheet. How about quantitative data? Quantitative data is numerical data, right? So you can use a calculator. So this is what I'm going to show you today too. In the second video, I'm actually going to show you everything that you need to know, all the operations and all the applications that you need to be able to do with your calculator. The numbers portion though, the categorical data portion, you're going to have to figure out on your own. I feel like you guys are actually pretty well versed with numbers and spreadsheets and like all the graphs that you're going to be using. So I'll trust you to figure that out with your buddies next to you. Use calculator. So we're going to watch the video for that later, okay? Because these are quantitative data and your calculator only accepts, think about it, quantitative data, okay? So you're going to take a look at your textbook in section 10.2, read through and fill in all these little blanks. Okay, and answer these questions that I ask. What does the statistics count and percentage communicate to you? You're right. You're going to have to analyze the set of data that's given to you and be able to explain to us what this shows, okay? And of course, what kind of data what stands out, what's unique, what's weird, Those are the kind of things that you need to notice. And of course, we take this kind of data. You need to be able to present them in this format or this format. I think a lot of us know that this is called a bar graph. Most of us know that, okay? And you're going to have to read about what you need to include in every bar graph. For example, you always need labels, right? Labels on the X and the Y axes, okay? But you're going to have to read the textbook and actually fill in all the important things for yourself, okay? This is a pie chart, right? And I think most of us know this is a pie chart. Okay, if you don't, that's great, okay? But all this can be created using numbers, and make sure you study how to do that on your own, okay? All right, so going on, all right, and here's some more data set, right? Reanalyze this data. What do you notice? Is this a fair survey? And you should be able to answer those questions. Refer to the textbook as well, okay? I'm going to, of course, go over all this with you when I return, and we're going to discuss all this data, okay? But make sure you have a lot of notes for yourself because this is straight from the book, the example, okay? All right, let's move on. And now we hit the quantitative data stem plots, okay? Do you know what stem plots are and how do you do the stem plot? All right, so stem plots, you're going to learn about stem plots and the strength and the benefits of a stem plot versus a pie chart or a bar graph, right? So make sure you study that. And you're going to do this particular stem plot by hand. Okay, of course, we do a lot of things with calculator, a lot of things with spreadsheets and numbers, but you're also going to do things by hand. So we're going to learn how to do that by hand. So make sure you look at the notes, okay? Of course, you can use a calculator, but I'm going to show you the calculator with this example here. Oh, actually, not this example. We're going to skip this example, so you can skip it. I'm going to show you using a calculator on the next video how to do this, okay? I know I'm talking a lot right now, but I'm almost done, okay? Make sure you're taking these little notes with me so you're prepared when you're actually using the textbook, okay? When you're actually using the textbook to take the notes, okay? This is the part that I'm going to show you everything that you ever needed to know. For example, I'm going to show you something about stem and leaf plots on the calculator, okay? I'm also going to show you one variable, okay? One variable stats on your calculator. I'm also going to show you some frequency table. I think frequency table is also known as a histogram. Maybe you've heard of them. Okay, so those are the things that I'm going to teach you in the next video, okay? But remember I told you, the categorical data stuff, you're going to have to do on your own using numbers or any kind of spreadsheet that you feel comfortable using. All right, yeah, all this data here. Of course, these are all in the notes, so make sure you refer to the notes and take good notes for yourself. I should see all this white space filled up. I mean, not everything, okay? But all this space should be filled up. I'll upload my transcript later in the week, okay? I'm going to ask you questions like this. What's the difference between a bar graph and a histogram? When should I use a histogram? When should I use a bar graph? When should I use a pie chart? When is it beneficial? I'm given this data. What is the most beneficial way to display this data, right? I'm going to ask you questions like that. So just be prepared, all right? Yeah, and always ways to describe distributions, okay, by shape. What does that mean? Take good notes, okay? You're going to learn what this particular shape means or what the name of it is. And what about this guy here, and they're all like based on the way they look. So it's easier than you think, okay? All right, so make sure you take, right now, what you should do is this. Now that you've watched my video, the intro video, you're going to take good notes from your textbook. So start that. After you watch the text, you read the textbook and you take good notes on this notes, then you'll watch the next video to learn the calculator skills on quantitative data. All right, have fun, be productive, bye.